Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Blue Ridge Off Grid. It has been a very, very rainy week in the mountains of North Carolina, and it has been pretty rough up here. There's been a couple of nights that we've had like 7 inches of rain during the night, and that has been quite an experience. That brings back my beach days. When I lived at the beach for a little bit. So at the beach, you can have some pretty torrential downpours. I guess it's where it's picking up moisture off of the ocean and everything. So it kind of reminded me of living at the beach again, because the rain would come down really heavy in bands. Bands would flow through almost as if it was a tropical storm. So we've had a heck of a lot of rain up here. And I've had a lot of people contacting me saying, how are you faring? How are things going? Because they know that I live off grid and that I utilize solar energy with battery banks. And we had 5.5 days of total cloud cover with rain, heavy rain and misting and drizzling, and then heavy rain again. And so we didn't have any sunlight. And but we did fine. I have went as far as 14 and a half days on my solar energy without having to use my Generac system. So it's been pretty awesome for the past week. We've done fine on power utilization and making power. Even though it's cloudy, you do still make power. We've discussed that in previous videos, but we've had a great week. We haven't lost any power, and today we have sunshine, and we've had a few showers today, just really light showers, but we've had sunshine, and we've made awesome power, and life is grand. So today I had a reader reach out to me and ask me about my rainwater catchment and how I use that water, and so I'm going to address that today. And I'm going to give you a little update on how the garden's doing. I actually almost thought I was going to lose some of my garden. I thought it was going to wash out when we were having the real heavy, I call them gully washes. But we didn't lose it. Everything looks great. We're snug as a bug in a rug still, so everything's great. And anyway, I'm going to give you a little update on that next. So we'll be right back. So as you can see, the garden's looking great. The corn's up. The beans are up. Everything looks great. We do have some Japanese beetles hanging around, but it's been kind of weird up here with those things, but they haven't hit the garden yet, which is really strange. They've been on my flowers instead, so I've had to use a little bit of Sevens dust to get rid of the little creeps. But as you can see, you can tell by the ruts in the garden that we had some pretty torrential rains. I did lose a little bit of corn in this row right here in the front because of the torrential rains, but everything worked out. Everything still looks great, and thank God for some dry weather, because we need it and we don't want our plants to rot and our root systems to rot. So I did have a squash coming out on this I wanted to show you, but the torrential rains may have hurt it, not really sure. That's a cucumber plant, so that's a cucumber coming out. Well, we'll take it. We'll take anything we can get. So everything looks great. Garden survived. We're grateful. Thank you, Lord. And everything's nice and lush. We're getting our grass on the slope, and everything's looking great. So I just wanted to give you an update on that and give you a little view of the afternoon. It's gorgeous here at Blue Ridge Off Grid. We love it. Snug as a bug in a rug, like I said. The trees have filled in, so our view is gone until fall, winter, and early spring. But in the summertime, we have lots of privacy, so we can't see the mountains when the trees are filled in, but I'm okay with that. I like my privacy too. and my mom's tree of life, just to give you an idea of how that looks. It's growing beautifully. So give you an update on that real quick, and we'll be right back. So this gives you an idea of how our rainwater catchment system works. It comes down the gutter system right here, all the way down, and the water fills up because there is a valve here. As you can see, there's a valve there, and that valve is closed, and it's timed, so every afternoon this valve bleeds off. It's called it opens up and it bleeds the water out. It's called the first flush. So this water fills up, it keeps filling up as it rains, and then it goes down into the tank where it's cleaner because you've gotten rid of the dirty things on your roof. You may have bird poo-poo on your roof. You may have maybe a dead bug on your roof or something like that. So it runs down the metal roof into the gutter system, comes down, fills this up, the first flush, and then you have cleaner water. All of those things have washed off, and it goes down into your tank. Now this is an IBC tote, and this IBC tote, I took the tank out of it, wrapped it in black plastic, and then I also have 2 waterproof covers on it, so and 2 blacked out covers on it, so there's no algae inside of it. The water's clean, it's clear, it's you know, you might have a little bit of sediment in that makes it through the filtration system, but with that said, the water is still very clean, and we have a full tank. So I have a chute up here. As you can see, I've got 2 covers on it, but I can check my water availability, and we'll do that right now. I'll give you an idea. I'll show you how much water I've got. So we'll take the top off here on the tank, give you an idea how much water we have, and we are full, as you can see. So it's blacked out in there, and the water's clear. There's no algae or anything like that. It's just, the reason it looks dirty is because it's blacked out. So it's very clean water. Now, one of my viewers questioned, do you drink your rainwater catchment? And the answer is, you can drink rainwater catchment, but I do not suggest that you drink rainwater catchment without first running it through a Berkey black water filtration system. The way we do it up here is we run our rainwater catchment, if we drink it, we run it through a Berkey water filtration system, which is a gravity-fed water filtration system. I'm a big proponent of the Berkey black filters. They're wonderful. They're very good filters, and if you have not researched Berkey water filtration systems, then you need to research them. I don't get any money for telling you this, so I'm just telling you it because it's a great product, and I do utilize it. So Berkey, Berkey. So have a look at those when you get a chance. But at any rate, we don't usually drink our water from the rainwater catchment. We use it for flushing the toilet and taking a shower. I love bathing in rainwater catchment. It makes your skin incredibly soft. It's very clean. I just feel cleaner, much cleaner than using water treatment on city water. But to answer my reader's question, my viewer's question, I do treat my water about once a month, and I treat it with one of these tablets. You can buy these tablets on Amazon. You can buy them online. It's just one small tablet, and I'll drop a tablet in this tank through the top opening here, like I just showed you, where I check my water level, and I'll drop one tablet in about once a month. And what that does is it keeps anything that makes it through the filter up here, the net, anything that might make it through and come down into the tank, it just kind of eats it up. So, but like I said, only once a month. I don't treat it more than that. Just once a month, it keeps my water clean. Now, these are used by the military to make unclean water, or water that may have some type of bacteria or something in it. They do use these tablets in the military. A lot of survivalists use these tablets if they're getting water from a creek or a stream or a river or something like that. So they're great tablets. Your water smells really great and your skin is really soft. But like I said, once a month, I will treat my tank. So my tank, I am lucky and blessed here in the mountains to have my tank at its current state. It's topped off weekly. And I'm just one person here, so in my cabin, so I don't have a problem with running out of water or anything like that. We also have spring capability and that sort of thing with ram pump, but right now one tank is working for me. I do have water backup as well, and water storage as well, so just in case Mother Nature brings us a drought. But at any rate, I don't recommend that you drink your rainwater catchment unless you treat it, number one, and number two, you run it through a Berkey Black. Make sure you use the Berkey Black water filtration systems. Once I run my water through that Berkey system, and we'll go through that in another video, I often will also put it into a pure water pitcher with a pure filter and filter it again just to make sure. The reason for this is because birds poop on your roof. We have the metal roofs, and birds will poop on your roof, and you never know, you might get something pretty nasty in your rainwater catchment. But if you are utilizing rainwater catchment and you're worried about the future for some reason and you want to be able to drink this water, make sure you get you some tablets. Like I said, these are easily found on Amazon or online, period. You can order them, and military uses them, so just one tablet will work, and I have these stocked up pretty well. But and also look into getting you a Berkey water filtration system, or as David, my partner in all this, he has a rainwater catchment tote, him and Annette as well. As you can see, they have the same thing I have, and they will be putting reverse osmosis on theirs. So that's also another option that you can look into as well. So I wanted to go over that today. Again, I'm going to show you these so you can take note of it. And I hope that answered your question. So we'll be right back. So we appreciate you joining us today for this episode of Blue Ridge Off Grid. Like I said, we've had a great week. We haven't lost any power. Well, we've been very blessed this week. So very grateful for all the rain. We needed it, although we had a little more than we actually needed. I've got neighbors that had some pretty large trees come down due to the moisture, and there were some roads washed out up here in a few places, and so I had some friends affected by that, but we fared pretty well. And like I said, today is a beautiful day up here in the mountains of North Carolina. So living off grid is great. I had a family member come up and visit with me today, and that was awesome. And he couldn't believe, him and his wife couldn't believe what we had done here, and they were amazed by it. And it is an amazing place. It's a beautiful place. It's very peaceful. It's wonderful. It is a different lifestyle. And he asked me today, he said, will you ever come back to the grid now that you've done this for, let's see, I've been here almost eight months, a little over 8 months full time. And I told him, I said, as of right now, I have no plans to ever return to the grid. I love it here. I love living for free. I basically live for free here. I have no power bill. It's grand. It really is. If I had known this years ago, I probably would have done it a lot earlier, but it was fun owning a home and having the in-ground pool and all the perks and the cool things. But this is a different lifestyle now, and I'm more active. I stay outside more. The air is very fresh here and very crisp. It's cooler here. I like that, and so far so good, thanks to the good Lord above and a great team of that helped make this happen up here. So no, I don't have any desire to go back to the grid. Like I said, the mountains are definitely for me. My grandfather was from this county, and he was born and raised here. So it's in my blood, and I'm not going anywhere. I do enjoy living off grid. It is a little bit different lifestyle. You are more isolated here, but never underestimate the power of being alone. It does make you stronger. It makes you stronger-willed. Mentally empowers you, and I love it. So if you get a chance to do this, do it. It's fun. And I never really intended on living here full time until I got up here and started working on this project, and I did not want to go home. So I still feel that way. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here. So that's the plan. Keep living off grid, happy, snug as a bug on a rug. The kids like it. When I refer to the kids, I'm talking about my puppies, the four-legged kind. And we're happy here. It's great, and I have no desire to go anywhere else. I just want to keep adding to it. I've also had some viewers reach out to me and ask me if I was interested in renting my cabin out, and so that you guys could experience the off-grid lifestyle. And the answer is no. I live here. So I do appreciate you reaching out and asking for that. I do not mind consulting. Mine or my partners in this, I'm sure that they would love the opportunity to consult as well. So we are okay with consulting. If you need help and you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And in the future, my wheels are turning. We are trying to work on another piece of property and purchasing another piece of property and mimicking the operation that we have here, so that we can maybe in the future rent out an off-grid experience, just to show you it's a lot easier and a lot more comfy than you think it is. So that's something that we are working on for the future. At any rate, we appreciate you being with us today here at Blue Ridge Off Grid. We're grateful that you joined us. If you would, please give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the word about us. And I hope you guys are preparing. And I know that I had a friend out west, and I'm going to mention her name, Jennifer, and I'm going to call her by her nickname. Lord, please forgive me, and you guys please forgive me, but we call her Shitstorm. That's her nickname. And I know that they were without power this past week, and I hope that's a wake-up call for you to prepare a little more, just in case those things happen, especially as we progress into the really hot, humid months here in the South. The power grid may be stressed. You never know. You might lose power. So always prepare for that. I've been working on my dual-fuel generator today, just preparing it, just in case I want to have a little bit of air conditioning. And but so far it's cool enough up here. It's great, feels great. Really don't need it yet, and doesn't hurt to prepare. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So again, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to comment in the comment section below, and we appreciate you joining us. And we're working on that video with Matt. Matt and I talked the other day, so we're working on this Blue Ridge Off-Grid special edition that shows you another off-grid setup with my buddy Matt. So thanks for joining us. God bless, and we will see you soon. you.